Possible feat, and I repeat. The damsels in distress, but they a mess. They only like my armor, and that I'm a performer. No, it's all right. You ain't a hater, can't tell. Alright, if you can hear me, let me know. Make sure everything is working. Streaming a little bit earlier than normal. Well, not earlier than normal, but I want to stream earlier because I usually stream too late. I start too late. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And now we just wait for people to come, wait for people to realize that I'm streaming. Hopefully it puts it in people's subscriber box or whatever. Yeah, Germany is really weird about live streams, and that they have that old law or whatever. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. What's up, TC 103.3? Can y'all hear me well? I think Germany blocks all live streams, don't they? You could watch through some kind of proxy. I don't know how that works though. I don't know how to do that. But I've heard that that's what people do sometimes. It usually takes a minute for people to discover that I'm streaming. Oh, Twitch does work? Yeah, people have been telling me about that in the past. But yeah, you could use some kind of proxy or whatever. If you care that much. I don't know that my live streams are that that good to where you gotta go all through this trouble to watch them. But I appreciate it anyway. Yeah, I'm my goal is to start streaming a little bit earlier during the day. But I sleep during the day, so I'm not usually up until at least afternoon or early evening. So, but yeah, I know when I stream, like when it's like 9 or 10 p.m. here, it's really really early. In other places in Europe and other in that sort of time zone area, it's like really early in the morning. And I know for I think in Australia it's probably early in the morning right now, but not that early. Like it's probably like I don't know how to do it. I feel like it's like 8 in the morning or something. Yeah, it's like 9 in the morning in Sydney. Probably not going to stream for that long. But I don't know if you guys have heard me, but my goal is to stream twice a month, and my goal is to stream once about midway through the month and then another time at the end of the month. And it is pretty much exactly midway through October right now. Eventually I'm going to have more specific, easy to remember dates. Like I was thinking maybe like the second Sunday and the last Sunday or something like that. Or I could do like the 15th and the 30th, but that would be weird because it would be different days every month. And I'm still not really sure what the best day of the week to stream is. Because, like, weekdays, people have to work and people have to go to school. And then weekends, usually on like a weekend evening, people are just sitting at their computers. You know, unless they're like children. So I have to figure that out. I'm sure there's some kind of data that someone's done that tells you what is the peak time for people to be on YouTube. I need to shave my face. It was real scraggly. Yeah, or have children. The younger people I know that have children are really good about getting babysitters on the weekend though. Most of the young people I know that have children, they refuse to give up their social lives. As of now, I mean, I'm sure it won't last forever, but they get those fucking babysitters, which is fine, I guess. You give somebody a job, and your kid's gonna be asleep probably anyway because it's like nighttime. Tajarin, what is that? Is that a noodle? Oh, it's pasta. Yeah, someone just shared a picture on Facebook of tajarin, which is a type of ribbon pasta, or it's called taglarini. Interesting. Got nothing on Opera, switching to another browser. I don't know anything about Opera. What is the benefit of using Opera? Like, why would you use Opera instead of something else? I really don't know. I'm thinking about, like, I've been using Chrome for the past few years, and I kind of hate it. But it's just, the problem is Google, like, for example, I use Google to make money. Like, I get paid through Google. I make YouTube videos, which is through Google. I have an Android phone, which is through Google. So it just really kind of makes my life easier to have a Google browser, because everything is just connected, and I don't, everything clicks together. But Google Chrome just can be really annoying sometimes. For one, it's a fucking resource hog, dude. It like, I don't know why it requires so many computer resources. And then it, since it's all Google, it really it really tries to force you to use Google for everything. Like it doesn't want it wants you to use Gmail for everything. You know, it wants you to fucking use Google for everything, like Google search engine. And if you don't want to, you have to like jump through hoops. Like for example, my main email is through Yahoo, and it's just because that's what I've had. That's what I made like 10 years ago, and that's what I have. But I had to download a third-party extension just to make Yahoo Mail my default email on Google Chrome, because Google Chrome doesn't fucking allow you to do it by default. Hello, Habiba. Salts. How's it going? I'm just hanging out, waiting for people to discover that my stream is live. It usually takes a few minutes. Speaking with the 3 or 4 people that are here. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be streaming, but we'll see. Usually I just go off the chat, and if the chat is going strong, then I'll keep streaming. But if it's not going strong, then we, end it a little early, which is fine. People may not have much to say, but I'm not gonna stream all night or anything, because I've got plans in a few hours. Kind of hungry. I just ate a couple of hot dogs, and it didn't do shit. It didn't really fill me up at all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. BRB. Alright, I'm back. By the way, this shirt, that's just me though. You can buy this shirt if you want. It's if you go to the onejanitor.com/store, you can buy this shirt and many more. Pretty cool. My friend pointed out recently that fucking water bottles or at least Aquafina water, maybe all water bottles, but they have an expiration date. You see that? Like, why does water have an expiration date? That's weird. Apparently it has something to do with the plastic. What are they putting in our water? Shit, is anybody gonna come? God damn. See, that's the thing about YouTube. I don't understand. Oh, isn't that a reassuring thought? Yeah. Who knows? But luckily, this doesn't expire until 2017, so we're good. And honestly, this isn't even the original water. I refilled it, so I'm in no danger. That's the thing about YouTube, though. Like, I just released a video yesterday. Well, this morning, really early this morning. And the video, you know, as soon as the video releases, drops, it immediately gets a few hundred views because people see it in their subscription box, you know. But whenever I live stream, it's as if no one sees it, and I don't really understand why it does that. Now, it's possible that people see it and don't click on it, but you would think that more than 4 people would click on it, you know? I'm pretty sure YouTube just doesn't show everybody. But does that, like, I don't know. I don't understand how it works. Dude, Facebook's new sounds are fucking with me, man. They changed Facebook sounds. I don't know if you guys use Facebook, but they changed the sounds. And it's just been fucking with me all day. What's up, Sebastian? What's up, Ames the Otter? Do you know what that says? Yeah. But I did just start streaming, but it's just weird that, like, I don't expect hundreds, and this happens for other people too. It's just to a different degree, you know. Like, I was watching, I don't know if you're familiar with Superwoman, Superwoman II. She's a really, really big YouTuber. She has maybe like 7 million subscribers or something, and she was streaming recently. And she had maybe like 3,000 people in there, which is a lot of people, but compared to her 7 million subscribers, that's like a really small number, you know. And it's like, there's no way only 3,000 people saw this, or there's no way that only 3,000 people wanted to watch this, you know. Her videos always get like hundreds of thousands of millions of views, you know. But there's something with the live stream, they don't show it to everybody. I mean, maybe it's something to do with their bandwidth, like they limit how many people are, you know, using up their bandwidth or something. So they limit how many people see the stream. But it makes no sense to me. Yeah, this is definitely not the first time I've live streamed. I've been live streaming for like 4 years. I have a playlist. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I have a playlist of many of my live streams if you'd like to see some of them. I don't think they're that interesting, and they're all like 3-4 hours long, but you can watch them. Many of them feature my friends, which is cool. Who am I voting for? I'm probably not going to vote in the presidential election, but I'd like Bernie Sanders to win. Yeah, I don't expect all 86,000 of my subscribers to watch the stream, because that's not how my videos go either. But like I was saying, every time I drop a video, within an hour, it's usually, if not 1,000 views, like 500 views on my videos. Someone like Superwoman, her videos probably within an hour are at like 10,000 views. And even like instantly, like within the first 10 minutes, you see more than 4 people, basically, is what I'm saying. You bought him a beer? Oh, okay, I remember that. The chat is slow? Well, there's only like 3 people here, so there's not that many talking. Donald Trump is a maniac. I halfway don't believe that he's a real person. But the thing is, YouTube clearly can support it, but maybe they're just limiting it. Because, like, for example, what if I had like 1 million Twitter followers? Like, if Taylor Swift tweeted to her Twitter and her Tumblr and her Instagram saying, "Hey, I'm about to go live on YouTube, come watch me," she'd probably have like 1 million people watching her. I don't know if YouTube, and I've even seen it before. Like, for example, if you watch, for example, like the League of Legends Championship live streams, or like WWE pay-per-view live streams, those have like hundreds of thousands of people. I think it's even gotten to 1 million before on some of them. So YouTube can clearly handle it. T1J, do you know me from one of your streams? The Xbox Bull. I don't know. The Xbox Bull? It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty confident that Donald Trump, there's no way that Donald Trump can win. I mean, there is a way he can win, but I really don't think, I don't think he's going to win the nomination to begin with. Because the Republican Party is very methodical about how they choose who's going to run. And they have to know that he's a crazy person. I mean, he's polling well, but I mean, they have to know that he's a crazy person and that he's like going to send their party even deeper down the rabbit hole than it already is. What the fuck? So now we're getting some people now. We're about it says 9 now, man. Keep missing your stream. I'm gonna be streaming twice a month, so look out look out for that midway through the month and at the end of the month. Eventually, I'm gonna have a specific day. Like, I'm thinking Sunday. I'm thinking doing like the second Sunday of the month and the fourth Sunday of every month. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. But for now, just gonna roughly the middle of the month and roughly the end of the month. I honestly don't know. I think Jeb Bush maybe is a good candidate. I would think that someone like Rand Paul could even get it, but Rand Paul's not polling very well, so I don't know if people actually like him. I don't think Donald Trump would run on his own ticket, for real. I mean, I guess he could, but I doubt it. The main scary thing is because of the way the American voting system works, he actually does have a chance to win. Because, for example, I live in Alabama. I don't know maybe you guys know how America's voting system works, but it's not like winner take all. It's not like popular vote. It's you win states. And each state has a specific number of votes based on their population. So, for example, certain states are considered red states and certain states are considered blue states because certain states just always go for Republican or always go for Democrat. So, like, the state I live in, which is Alabama, is a red state. They always vote for the Republican, and they always will vote for the Republican as long as we have this system. So even if Donald Trump wins the nomination, he's crazy, but he's not crazy enough to turn red states into blue states. He's still going to win Alabama, so he doesn't have to worry about Alabama. Likewise, California is a blue state, always goes blue. So Donald Trump's, he's not going to bother trying to win over Californians, because he knows that he lost California. So all he really has to do is campaign super hard in the 3 or 4 swing states, as they call, which basically the only states that matter, the only states that have a chance to go either way, and those are states like Ohio and Florida and a couple others. And all he has to do is win like 3 states, basically, and that's not that hard to do, even if you are crazy. All you have to do is go to just visit these swing states and, campaign hard, say the things that they want you to say, and you can win. You can win the election, even if you are a crazy person. What would you do if someone from Make-A-Wish wanted to see you but lived in South America? Well, I think the Make-A-Wish Foundation covers the expenses for that. So if they do that, then I will certainly go. I'll go. I just don't have any money. I can't do it myself. But if Make-A-Wish paid for me to go, then I would certainly go. The Electoral College is a disaster. It's terrible system, and it's one of the reasons why I'm not going to vote, because my vote does not really matter. Because I live in Alabama. We're going to go red every time. 100% of the time, Alabama's going to go red. So me voting for the Democrat or anybody except the Republican is literally just a wasted vote. I do agree. I do believe in voting in local elections, though. Even though Alabama is a conservative state, I live in a fairly progressive county, in a fairly progressive city, and we have a conservative governor, a conservative. Our mayor, the mayor of my city is, sort of moderate. I think he's a Democrat, but the governor is a conservative. Most of our politicians are conservatives, but we have a pretty progressive city council. So there's chances to make things happen at the local level, but at the presidential level, it's a fucking shit show. It's not real. I'm pretty sure that people can vote. Well, I mean, people can vote from overseas, but no one's vote counts really. And then if you live in a place like Ohio, the way that the electoral college works is not everyone's vote is equal. Like if you live in a state with a small population, your vote counts for more than people who live in states with large populations. I appreciate the comment, Xbox Bull. Go for it, dude. If you want to start a channel, I support anybody that wants to do YouTube. I've been trying to, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been trying to go a lot harder on YouTube and just like do things, just try to just build it up more, I've been releasing a lot more videos than normal. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. And I'm just trying to do things better. Like I'm trying to engage people more. I'm trying to even I'm trying to do better thumbnails now. I haven't really started that yet, but I'm trying to, because I realize my thumbnails, I don't know if my thumbnails are really that good. Like I want them to like be eye popping, and I want people to like look at it and be like, oh, okay, I want to click on that. But I don't know if my thumbnails actually do that. But if I notice, most of my most popular videos are ones that have interesting thumbnails, and I'm sure that's not a coincidence. Or at least many of my most popular videos. Not all of them, but many of them. Damn, that fucking Doctor Who video has 100,000 views now. I didn't fucking realize that. Oh, they don't count them? That's crazy. I had knee surgery today. Can you shout out my Instagram at the Kid Spacey? Okay. At the Kid Spacey. I'm a broke dude. I don't know what kind of videos you want to make, but you don't need a PC. Really, you use your phone. If you want to do vlogs, you can use your phone, or you can go to the library. Drop some straight political wisdom. I don't think I have much political wisdom, but I've been trying to expand and just try to do more things. I'm trying to expand more of the things that people like, because I got a lot of subscribers for doing more fun videos. I mean, I don't know, if you look at like my most popular videos, there's like a really big mix of different types of videos. Like some of them are just really like funny or fun, like the Disney Disney videos, and then some of them are sort of like almost kind of ranty, and then some of them are about social justice, and then some of them are just like giving advice. So like some of them I don't even know why they got so many views. Like this video I made, 5 ways you know you're growing up. I mean, that's kind of a like clickbait title, but it's like the video's not even that good, but it has like 70,000 views. Like what the fuck? I've been linking your videos left and right on my Facebook. I appreciate that. Is it always that way in which there's latency behind what you're streaming to other people who are watching the live stream? Well, yeah. I think the latency depends on both my connection, YouTube servers, and your connection. But obviously it's not possible for it to be instantly transmitted. But the latency on YouTube, I think, is maybe like a minute. Maybe it really depends. It's not the same every time. But I've always had like maybe like a minute to a couple minute latency. Sometimes it's good where it's less than a minute. I know on Twitch the latency is like 10 seconds, which is really good. Would I dye my hair pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Probably not. Hello from Juneau. Roller Girls in beautiful Juneau, Alaska. Love your vids. First time checking out your live stream. Are you a fan of roller derby? I've never watched roller derby before. I have friends that do roller derby though. What is the weirdest trend at the moment? I don't know. I don't really know what's trendy. I'm old. I don't keep up. First video I saw was top 10 Disney villain deaths. Yeah. For a long time, I think that was my most popular video for a while. Now it's like the 4th most popular video. It's like there's like a competition. There's like a race between videos to see which one becomes the most popular. Like the Mysterious S thing we used to draw is like by far the biggest one now, which is, again, it seems really random to me. But I guess there hasn't been a video really discussing it in depth like that, and that's the thing people are interested in. But then you have the cultural appropriation one, You're Not a Nice Guy, and the Disney villain deaths, and those just sort of flip-flop in terms of which one gets the most views. Currently cultural appropriation is winning, but the others are really close. I was using OBS at one point because I felt like streaming gameplay on the emulator. Our internet connection has about 11 down roughly. Yeah, I use I'm using OBS right now. It takes a while to sort of understand how to get the maximum quality and least latency when you're streaming. When you say latency, are you saying like when you're playing the game it's lag? I thought you were talking about the stream delay, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. The two main things that matter are your internet speed and your CPU, like your processor. If you have a shitty processor, that's gonna fuck up your latency as well. Like my computer has a pretty old, shitty processor, but I have a decent internet connection. So, you know, you have to find a balance. What I've realized is I can stream with a decent bit rate because I have a good internet connection, but I have to lower the resolution. I have to lower the resolution in order for it to not lag bad. Because, you know, at first I was like, yeah, I want to stream in 720p. I want HD. But then all my games would lag, or I'd just get like, yeah, all my games would lag, and I'd be like, why? I have a good internet. But I realized, really, I mean, it's cool to have HD, but really, 360, 480p is fine. Like, no one is gonna complain. You know, it still looks good. Like, usually, if you watch a video, it unless you have changed your defaults. When you watch a video on YouTube, it's like 360p or 480p, and nobody minds. So just downscale the resolution, and you get a lot better results. But if you have a good computer, then you can stream in HD, and everything is awesome. 60 frames per second, and everything looks really cool. From what I've seen, people love it no matter what when someone does some deep ass shit backed by research on contemporary things. Yeah, I don't know what else to do though. People are like, you should do more videos like this where you research things. It's like, I don't even know what to research though, that people care about, you know. I feel like that symbol is like pretty unique in how mysterious it is, because nobody knows where it fucking came from. It's like super popular, but nobody knows where it came from. What's up, skunk boy? My favorite vid is why I don't like cops. It's how I found you. Word. That video got pretty popular. It got shared around. My computer was fine, my emulator ran perfectly. I just noticed that I'm playing later into the game, about 10 to 20 seconds before someone else sees it. Yeah, that's always going to happen. That's just part of the deal. Twitch has pretty low stream delay. Like around 10 seconds, maybe it can get less than that sometimes, but there's always going to be a stream delay. I don't even know if I'm sure it's possible for it to be like instant transmission, but that would require like probably a lot of resources and bandwidth and shit like that. Have you noticed that some big YouTubers that have a lot of subs don't treat other small YouTubers as well? Plus, they get tons of free shit, yet they can pay for it. What's up, Kevin Hart? Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. I don't really mind people getting free shit. I mean, it's just like me. I'm not a big YouTuber, but, you know, like you see my little ticker where I've received donations. You know, people donate to me just because they like my videos. That's just what happens when people appreciate you or people like you. They give you stuff, which is fine. People should be free to give people stuff if they want to. In terms of treating small YouTubers not well, there's an upside and downside to that. I mean, there's two sides to it. Because I think a lot of people just want people to throw them a bone when they haven't really earned it or deserve it. Like I had some guy that was fucking spamming me messages, telling me like, "Can you promote my channel? Please promote my channel. Can you promote my channel." He like sent me like 40 messages. But if you go to his channel, there's like 2 videos on it and they're both garbage. It's like, no, I'm not gonna promote that. I'm not gonna fucking promote you because your videos are terrible. So I think a lot of times people don't want to pay their dues, or they don't want to work on their craft. They just want big YouTubers to shout them out, even though they don't deserve it. So that's a thing. But also, I think when you do become popular and you have like this huge audience, I think it's a good thing to help the people that are good, that do deserve recognition. And I think probably most people do, to be honest. But every once in a while, you'll see someone that just doesn't really give a shit about anybody else. Do you think America has become more racist after Obama? I don't know if America has become more racist. I think a lot of people have become more emboldened to show everyone their racism. Alright, Xbox, thanks for coming to stream. You say it's harder to become popular on YouTube now than it used to be. I don't know. People say that. I actually don't know if that's true. Because back in the day, when there was nobody here, when there was much less competition, it was still hard, like, but the thing is, like, if you were big, you were big, everyone knew who you were. And plus, back in the day, YouTube would feature people on the front page, so YouTube basically selected their stars. I almost think they did it on purpose. I almost think they had this long-term goal where they like sort of handpick the people that were going to make them money in the future. Because many of the people that are really big now are people that were featured by YouTube like 8 years ago. But a lot of people that are popular started back then, and they just had 8 years to build their channels, and that's why they're really big now. But the thing about now, even though there's more competition, that also means there's more avenues, and there's more people to promote you, and there's more people to support you, Like for me, the three main things that gave me my first initial boost in YouTube was Tumblr, Reddit, and Upworthy. And those are things, Reddit and Tumblr existed in 2006, but they didn't have the power that they do now to make things go viral. So now I feel like it's easier to go viral now because of things like Tumblr and Upworthy. And that's really all you need to start a career, is to go viral once. But then it's on you to capitalize on it. So I don't know. I don't know if it is harder. I think it might be easier. I think this is the time, I think if you want to be a YouTuber, or if you want to do anything creative, now's the time. More than 8 years ago, personally. It's not that Obama's black, he's just, and proceed to slam the dude like he can do nothing right. Well, see, I've talked about this before, but I have like the bullshit line. Cause I don't know, there are some people that like having debates with ridiculous people, but I have no patience for ridiculousness. So if I'm talking to someone, I don't mind someone criticizing Obama or anybody. Like, I have many criticisms of Obama. But like, if you're like gonna make up shit, for example, like one of the main things you hear Republicans talk about in the Republican debate, for example, is how Obama's the worst president ever and how everything is worse now that Obama's president. And that's like literally objectively not true. Like it's easily checked, easily demonstrable that many things have become better under Obama. Like, you know, he reversed the jobless trend, you know, created a bunch of jobs, improved foreign relations, you know, ended some wars, but then started other ones. So there's lots of things that Obama did. He increased the number of people that have health care. Like, there's a lot of things. So if you're going to say something that's like factually, demonstrably not true and use that as the basis for your argument, I have no desire to have a conversation with you. Like, zero. That's why facts are so important. That's why it's really important to know what the fuck you're talking about, so you can tell when people are full of shit. Because people will make shit up all the time to support their argument, and you have to be ready to deal with that. if you're gonna debate somebody, you have to know your shit. Because people are not afraid to make up stuff. You would make a great father. You're talking about me? I don't know about all that. People, especially gaming YouTubers, they get a lot of free stuff because the companies want them to feature or review their products. And that's common in any industry. It's not really about... Like, I watched Marcus Brownlee. He's like one of the most popular tech YouTubers. And he gets all kind of free shit because, you know, if he puts something on his channel, it's going to get a whole lot of exposure. So they just send him free phones and shit. But he has a really good channel. It's crazy, though. It's like this kid. He's like fucking 21 or something. Maybe not even 21. Just some kid on YouTube. His videos are fucking awesome. They have super high production value, and he's got millions of subscribers, at least 1 million subscribers. He's like my inspiration. I'm really proud of him. Yeah, the Planned Parenthood video. All you have to, if you just do a little bit of research, you can figure it out. People will make shit up. People have no problem with making shit up. This is one thing you need to know. And once it occurs to me that people are making shit up, that's when I'm done. I don't have any desire to discuss things with people that don't give a shit about facts. Or if they just like don't know what they're talking about, you know? A lot of times people assume things. A lot of times something may not be specifically demonstrable, but people assume that it's true is because it hasn't been proven false. But obviously that's a pretty common logical fallacy. That's like a textbook logical fallacy. What helps you stay motivated to keep making videos? I like the direction your channel is in now, but do you have any plans for changing how your channel runs? Well, I mean, the channel is constantly evolving, so I mean, I feel like I've been constantly changing how my channel runs over time. My main goal now is just to make more videos and to make a wider variety of videos. Cause I'm trying to blow up. I don't know what you guys are into, but my goal is to blow up. I want millions of subscribers, millions of views, millions of dollars. That's what I want. There are some people that are okay with having just their little niche group, few thousand subscribers, and just focus on one style of video. And a lot of those channels are really good. There's a guy I watch who does book reviews. He's got maybe like 10,000 subscribers, and they have their discussions all the time, and it's awesome. But doing book reviews is not going to get you 1 million subscribers. So, and I mean, my videos, some of them potentially attract a lot of people, but most of them don't, which is fine. But my goal is to expand. I'm still going to do my core videos because that's what I like doing. Is I like talking about stuff, and I like sort of what's the word? Philosophizing. I like philosophizing. No, that can't be it. Anyway, you know what I mean. I like talking about how to interact with other human beings in a positive and productive way and things like that. That's basically what I like to talk about. But I also want, I'm interested in other things, and I want to expand. And I think by expanding, I can introduce people that came for one thing into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people came because of my Disney video, but then they see some of the other type of video blogs that I do, and they're like, oh, that's cool too. So, but my goal is to expand and make a lot of different types of videos. They're all going to be, it's not like, I'm not saying I'm just going to make something just to get views, make some bullshit that I don't like, that I don't care about. But I'm just going to expand the type of things that I put on my channel, because if you follow me on Twitter or Tumblr or Facebook, you know that I'm interested in a whole lot of different shit. Some of it's really random, some of it's silly, some of it is really like esoteric. So I'm just going to put more of that on my channel, basically. Sup, chubby? Fox News does make up shit a lot. When will the next Reading Harry Potter video be uploaded? Pretty soon. Let's see. What's tomorrow? Friday, Saturday. Maybe this weekend. Cause I'm about ready to record it. I've read the first few chapters of Prisoner of Azkaban, so that's coming. For 100K, what will you do? That's a very broad question. There's all you have to do is watch the Daily Show if you want to see how full of shit Fox News is. But there's also a playlist on YouTube by a YouTuber called Liberal Viewer, and he has a whole playlist of like Fox News lying. Like, there's like dozens and dozens of videos. Yeah, I want to do more videos like the Disney one and the S thing, but it's hard to come up with ideas. Like the collaborative videos with Pokemon. Yeah. I want to do more collaborations like that, but it's hard to do collaborations when you just live in the fucking middle of Alabama. He actually reached out to me to do that collab, and I think his channel is one of the few out there that's somewhat similar to mine. Because I think my channel is relatively unique as far as vlogs go. Like most vloggers, like usually when you think of a vlogger, you think of like someone like fucking Dan and Phil, or like, I can't even think of anyone. But basically people that just like tell funny stories and do like challenges like Daily Grace or Grace She's not Daily Grace anymore. But people do like collabs and challenges and like funny stories and this weird thing happened to me the other day, which is fine. Like those videos are cute. But my videos are usually like me talking, like trying to start a conversation about something that's interesting to me. And there's not really that many channels like that. Like the Vlog Brothers does that, and Pogobat does that, and then I can't even think of any other ones that do that. These fucking sounds are freaking me out. I haven't watched any more Doctor Who. I don't watch stuff really. I think I need to make another Doctor Who video because everyone has been watching that video lately. Like that video got like 50,000 views in the past like month. I don't know where it came from, but I think that means that I need to make another one. I don't know what episode to watch because a lot of people were saying that Blink wasn't a good episode to watch because the Doctor wasn't really in it. But I guarantee you, I promise you, that's what everyone told me to watch. So you should watch Blink. Thoughts on Lamar Odom? I don't know that much about the story. I just know he was found unconscious. Is he still alive? Apparently he did a bunch of drugs and went to a brothel and then had like a stroke or something. I'm afraid that other episodes that I watch are not going to be as good as Blink though, because the show, I've seen many clips and many like gifs of Doctor Who, and it seems like a really cheesy sci-fi show. That's what I gather from it, which I mean doesn't mean it's bad, but it also doesn't mean it's good. But Blink wasn't really cheesy at all. It was actually quite good. So obviously it has the potential to be good. I wanted to do another Disney video, but like everything has been done when it comes to Disney, so it's hard. Do like a gaming thing or a collab or a special vlog. I mean, maybe. But I feel like I want to watch another one with the Weeping Angels, but I don't know if that's what I should do. Yeah, that's how you pronounce the word GIF. People who say GIF are saying it wrong. And I'm not just saying that, like that's actually the case. But, you know, feel free to say GIF. No one really gives a shit at this point. But just it's not correct to say that I'm saying it wrong because I'm saying it right. Look it up. I haven't really played the Fallout game, so I'm not that well versed, but I know all of my friends are super into it. I may like my roommate's really into Fallout, so we may get the game and stream it on Twitch if anybody's interested in that. Thanks for the comment, Anya Atchison. I don't know if I said that right. Why are you so self-conscious, Xbox? Calm down. It's all right. Yeah, actually, a lot of people have suggested midnight. What I've noticed is that usually older people say GIF and younger people say GIF. Because I was there, well, I wasn't there, but I was around when GIFs first really became a thing. And honestly, a GIF is a picture format, but now we use it to describe, an animated GIF. But see, back in my day, there were animated GIFs and just regular GIFs, which there still are. But usually, when people say GIF, they mean an animated GIF, and they usually mean like a screenshot of something, which that's not what all GIFs are. I actually think I'm going to make gaming videos, just like gameplay or just humorous shit, sort of like maybe like Donkey except less absurd, or like Critical except less funny. How's your Smash 4 play going? Pretty good. Actually played a little bit yesterday. Smash 4, with the most recent patch, became a much better game. Competitively, at least, because they nerfed shields basically, and shields are really good. I don't know if you know that much about competitive Smash, but shields are really good in Smash Brothers, in Smash 4, and they nerfed them, so the game is, you can't just like hold shield and expect, and just like be untouchable, But I've been playing this game called Rivals of Ether, which is an indie game that's made in the style of Smash Brothers, and it's much better than Smash 4. And it's better than all of the Smash games. It's just better game, competitively better. It's not cooler because you can't play as fucking Pikachu and Mario, and it doesn't have all the cool stages, and it's like an 8-bit looking game, so the graphics are pretty shitty. But from a competitive, technical standpoint, it's just a much better, much more well-made game. So I've been playing a lot of that instead, actually. I do have a gaming channel. I didn't really stop using it, but I just update it very infrequently. Where's the dog? I think the dog is in my roommate's room, which is, my roommate is the owner of the dog. I actually have 2 videos about logical fallacies. They're called things not to do in a debate. I'm unable to play online. Hadn't been able to over the past 4 or 5 months. Yeah, play with your friends. You should go find some local Smash Fest. Yeah, I watch a lot of gaming channels. I've been really into, actually, I mean, it's not really a gaming channel, but it's a channel about gaming. The game show channel, the PBS game show channel. It's basically like intelligent discussion about video games. It's really, really good. It's really cool. But yeah, I watch a lot of gaming channels. I watch PewDiePie. I love Markiplier. I like Captain Sparkles. I like Critical. I like Donkey. I watch a lot of gaming. Game Theory is like one of the best channels on YouTube. Or the Game Theorists. Most famous YouTuber I've had a conversation with in person? 0. None of them. I had an email exchange with Hank Green of the Vlogbrothers, so probably him. Mystery Guitar Man tweeted at me once. Alright, thanks for coming to the stream, Jessidiah. Watt donated $50. That's awesome. Shout out again. Yeah, Watt did donate $50. It was pretty crazy. I don't even know who that is. He just said what, and then he left a message that said what. But I definitely appreciate that. If I smoke a joint, can I say I smoked a joint with the one janitor? Maybe. I don't know. People might think that I was there with you, or that I smoked with you. Favorite Froggy Fresh song? Just Got Dunked On. Easily. That's easily my favorite one. I also like the Christmas list one, I think. I can't remember what it's called, but the one where he talks about John Cena. A whole bunch. I'm only subscribed to 3 channels. I think no one else is that interested in me. There is a ton of stuff on YouTube. I guarantee you there's more than 3 channels that you'd be interested in. I'm subscribed. Wait, let me check. I'm subscribed to a obscene amount of channels. It's pretty stupid. I am currently subscribed to 973 channels. I think the limit, I think you can only be subscribed to about 2,000 channels. So I'm like halfway there. I do know who Total Biscuit is. His channel's pretty good too. How often I do these hangouts? I've been doing them at least once a month, but now I'm trying to do them twice a month. Usually once around the middle of the month and again at the end of the month. But I've been doing these for a while. For a while back, a couple years ago, I did them twice a week. Well, I mean, many of the channels that I'm subscribed to don't really upload videos anymore, or at least don't upload videos that often. But yeah, no, I don't intend to watch every video from every person. But I can. Like, for example, I'm subscribed to Amazing Phil, who's a popular British vlogger, and I rarely actually watch his videos. But sometimes it just pops up and I'm like, hey, I'll watch that. Let's watch it. But I have no intention of watching all of his videos. But I still want to be subscribed to him because sometimes I might want to watch them. And then there are some channels that just don't upload videos, you know? Like, does this channel upload videos still? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm going to make a schedule for the streams. I haven't really figured it out yet. Yeah, I heard that he has cancer. That sucks. How much money do I make off streams? I make $0 unless people donate. But you know, YouTube is my shit. Like that's my life, pretty much. So I actively seek out YouTubers, and there's a lot of YouTubers. You know, there's a lot of just straight up. There's a lot of people who are YouTubers that just make videos, and I like YouTubers, and there's just a bunch of them. Are there any videos you made that after a while you look back and realize you don't feel that way anymore, like you had a new point of view or something? Absolutely. I mean, honestly, most of my old videos I probably don't agree with completely. But there have been a couple of videos that I've just straight up taken down because either they were just wrong or I just gained new perspective and new information and realized that I was just what I was saying was not either not correct or not a good way to say it. The name of the person who donated the most. I don't know. People are allowed to decide what name they use. And it may not be someone that has a channel or anything. Like for example, the most recently the person that's donated the most is who donated $50, but I don't know who that is. There was nobody in the chat called what. So it's someone who wanted to be anonymous, which is cool. I do have Steam. My Steam account is the same as my YouTube name. I've done updates on videos before. But not everyone is going to see both videos. Some people are only going to see the update. Some people are only going to see the first video. Not everyone is going to have the context. So I have to think about what I want on my channel. And every single video has to count for something. So every single video has to count for something on its own, I think. So if a video needs an update in order for people to understand it completely, then I feel like the video is not making the cut. But I've done updates on videos, but what I'll usually do is I'll make the update. Well, I say usually, but I've only done it once. I'll make the update video, but I'll still take the original video down. That was my donation. What happened? I don't have Steam open right now. Jessica Williams. Are you saying that I'm Jessica Williams? Oh yeah, you are. The Daily Show doesn't suck. Who do I like to watch? I like to watch a lot of stuff. My favorite channel is probably Vlogbrothers. You can probably tell that much of my style is literally stolen from them. But the Vlogbrothers is one of the only channels where I've seen basically every single video. I like Vsauce. I like Swoozy. I like Community Channel. There's just too many to name, to be honest. I like CGP Grey. Yeah, there's too many. But stuff like that. I don't have like a specific genre that I like. I just like anything that's good. Do 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 do. Do well, no, I mean, if I did a response to myself video, I would still take the original video down. Yeah, I mean, I privated the videos. When I say I took them down, that means I privated them, probably. There's no it. Enjoying the Harry Potter videos? Sweet. I'm glad people enjoy it. I wasn't sure that people were going to enjoy them. But, I mean, everybody evolves, especially if you're a person like me who just thinks about stuff all the time and who's interested in viewpoints and discussions. It's like not possible to evolve. When you have more perspective on something, it's almost impossible not to evolve. Like, you have to. I can never say what my favorite video is. My favorite video is always the most recent one that I made. If I won the lottery, how would I spend it? I would clear all of my debts. I would clear all the debts of my family and close friends. I would put half of it in some kind of interest generating account, and the rest of it I would fucking ball out of control. Zero opinion on white people getting dreads. I made a whole video about that. It's called WTF is Cultural Appropriation. You should go watch it. It's one of my most popular videos. I think it's my second or third most popular video. What sort of music do you listen to? I listen to pretty much everything except like really like death metal, basically. Which is interesting because I'm going to a metal show tonight, but it's mainly just to support a friend of mine or a couple friends of mine. I have an Xbox 360. I don't have an Xbox One. I haven't played South Park Stick of Truth, but when it came out, I watched a lot of people stream it. I have not listened to the new Young Thug album, but I'm almost certain that if I did listen to it, I would hate it. Jacksepticeye. I haven't really seen. I don't know if I've ever seen that, actually. Elliot Holtz is really good. I haven't watched his videos in a while, but I'm subscribed to him too. So there's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to that I just watch every now and then. What is this? Slim Jesus? I don't know what that is. Am I getting Fallout 4? I'm not gonna get it. My roommate might get it, and if he gets it, then I'll play it. Have I traveled much at all? Nope. The reason why is because I don't have any money. What do I do while I watch YouTube? Nothing really. I eat. I mean, I'm usually pretty invested in what I'm watching. Like, I get distracted really easily, so I can't do two things at once usually. I have to just pick what I'm gonna do. I did some fucking push-ups earlier, and I'm like sore now. I'll check out Jacksepticeye. I've definitely heard of him. Heard people talk about him. He has 6 million subscribers. I like Funhouse a lot too. And Rooster Teeth in general. I'll subscribe to him for later. Should I have 974 subscriptions? I do a lot of crochet because I get bored physically, and I'll eat all the things. Yeah, I eat, but I've been trying to eat better, eat cleaner now. I don't feel guilty when I eat a lot, as long as I'm eating stuff that isn't bullshit. So I just try to eat stuff that's not junk. Well, I mean, I have like 300 videos, so it's likely that people will have missed many of them. Alright, Tenebrae Vision, thanks for coming to the stream. And hopefully you can catch the next one. The next one should be at near the end of the month, around the 30th or so. What, phone games? I don't have any phone games. Does Snapchat count as a game? I have that. Does Tinder count as a game? Tinder's kind of a game. I have that one. I'm on Snapchat, by the way, if you guys have it. My name on Snapchat is the One Janitor. It's the same as everything else. Can you call in sick to some place you don't work? I don't understand how that works. It doesn't seem like you could, but I don't understand the context of that question. I've never actually used Tinder successfully. Like, I've gotten a bunch of matches, but I've never then used that match to have a conversation that led to anything. Like, led to a meeting or anything. I've used other dating things, dating apps, but Tinder doesn't seem to work. Someone just Snapchatted me. Oh, Pilar. Ferroides. I'll tell you later why that's what the name is. I have an HTC One. Fun fact: if everyone who supports me on Patreon immediately gets to learn the story of why my name is the One Janitor, but it's not an interesting story, so I wouldn't be that worried about it. I have Instagram. It's the One Janitor, just like everything else. Well, Xbox, you only know one side of me. I mean, I think I'm awesome, but there's a lot of different things that people look. For example, I don't have any money, and some women don't want to talk to dudes that don't have any money, which I think is a pretty fair thing if you're like looking for someone. If you're looking for a long-term relationship, financial issues can actually be a problem. So there's more that goes into it. Also, I'm not tough. Some girls want tough dudes. So it's more complicated. Well, you don't pay for the story. That's not what the money. That's not what Patreon is for. If the only reason you are paying is for the story, then yes, that's not a good idea. Don't do that, because it's not worth it. It's 100% not worth it. Even if you only pledge like $1, it's not worth it. No one believes me when I say that it's not an interesting story. I've met people on like OkCupid. I've met several people on OkCupid, and like ended up meeting them in person, but never Tinder. Tinder has not worked for me. Iguana Life, what's up? Would I date a YouTuber? I mean, yeah. There's nothing about being a YouTuber that would, in and of itself, make me not want to date someone. Popular YouTubers often have troubled relationships just because they're so public, but no one said it was going to be easy. I think that's a thing. People expect relationships to be easy, but they're not easy. You have to be prepared to navigate the hoops and the drama. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with dating a YouTuber if they were cool. I recently have developed a huge crush on Olga K. I don't know if she's probably married or something, but she's like adorable, and she has like the hottest accent ever. So holler at me, Olga K. Not everyone values intelligence to the same degree, and some people value. I mean, there are people that are more intelligent than I am, and so if you want someone that's really intelligent, you might want someone else. Oh yeah, Olga K. I just love the way she talks, dude. And she makes her videos are fun as well. I mean, I have crushes on lots of YouTubers, but that's the most recent one. What do you do on free time? Go to the bar or play video games. I didn't know that you could send someone a text on Instagram. What the fuck? Send you messages. That's weird. When did they add that? Has that always been a thing? Oh yeah, I've gotten these before. I didn't know what that was. Interesting. Fucking Instagram. It's a cute pup. Yeah, I mean, intelligence is cool, but it's not really that important to me. I care much more if people are nice or if they're honest and, interesting. You don't have to be super intelligent for me, at least. It's not super high on my list. I mean, I appreciate intelligence. I think it's cool when it's there. But it's not like a super high priority for me when it comes to like relationships. I know a lot of wonderful people who aren't, traditionally smart, but they're like really cool and really interesting and things like that. I never watched ASMR videos. I've watched videos about ASMR and it made it look really weird. Would I ever cut my hair? I mean, probably eventually. Probably not anytime soon, though. No, actually, I think the text messages have been there for a while. Because I was looking at my list, and I actually have some that are from a while ago. I just forgot that you could do that. But yeah, like if a person's like, you could be the smartest person in the world, but if you're an asshole, I'm not gonna date you, ever. Or if you're the smartest person in the world, but you lie all the time, or you know, those things are much more important to me. Let's see. Oh, I don't even stream. I've only been streaming about 2 hours. I thought it. See, it feels like it's been longer. I probably stream. We'll see. I'll stream for 30 more minutes ish. We'll see how the chat is going, because I gotta get ready to go in a little bit. I don't know, what is that? My mom likes to do crocheting. Apart from honesty and kindness, my top 4 things for all people, not even just relationships, but just my 4 things that I think makes a person good to me is, I call it the Heiko, I don't know, the Heiko principle or something. Heiko, H-A-K-O. Honesty, assertiveness, kindness, and open-mindedness. Those are like my top 4 things that I think they matter more than everything else. Well, I mean, I'm going off the chat. Alpha Wolf. I'll talk about whatever the chat is talking about. Number 1 place I would travel. I don't know if I can pick just one place. I want to go to a lot of places. Maybe somewhere in Europe. I want to go to Japan at some point, but that would be much more of a culture shock, I think, than going to Europe. Well, I mean, it definitely would. I made a video about Heiko. I don't know if it's still up though. It might, because it would be from like 7 years ago or something. But a lot of those really, really old videos I took down when I wanted to actually start doing YouTube. I've been to New Zealand. I've never been anywhere really. I have a friend who lives in New Zealand though. No, I don't know what the dog is doing. I'm not gonna bring him in here. I think he's hanging out. He's hanging out with Chris. Favorite show or movie? I always say that my favorite movie is Kill Bill, because it's just a on-demand answer that I don't have to think about. I know that I love that movie. Favorite show? I don't know. There's a lot of candidates for that. Seinfeld, The Wonder Years, The Cosby Show, 30 Rock. Something like that. One of those. I watch comedy shows. The Wonder Years is like arguably not a comedy, but it's funny. But comedies are my favorite shows. I don't watch drama shows really. I honestly don't know where in New Zealand she lives. I just know she lives in New Zealand. Could do a thing where you watch the movie after the book. Maybe. I really don't have a strong desire to watch the Harry Potter movies. And also, if it was easy to make a video about the movie, like, I don't want to do like a movie review because no one gives a shit. Like, but you know, I mean, I guess I could. I guess people would watch it, but I just feel like that wouldn't be very good. Or just sit there and talk about the movie. Because at least with the book, I can sort of go through the plot and react to certain things in the plot. But with the movie, it's like I already know the plot, so I can't do the same thing again. I can't like react to the plot. So it's like, what am I going to talk about? I can just talk about how well made the movie is or how faithful it is to the book or something, but I don't know. All right, Exor, thanks for coming to the stream. I've seen several episodes of Everybody Hates Chris. It was pretty good. I've seen the first movie, the first Harry Potter movie, and I don't know. I don't like child actors, so it's gonna take me. If I do watch the movies, it's gonna take me a minute before I actually like get into it. Like the acting is so bad. Like the first Harry Potter movie, I think is terrible. Like the acting is really bad, and then it's just like, I mean, it has some good effects in it, but overall, you can tell that most of the movie was shot like on a stage. Not like on a stage, like in a sound stage, like in a studio. Like you can really tell, like the atmosphere is just not really believable. But mostly the acting is awful. Like you have to sit and listen to these kids drone through their lines, and it's so bad. My hair or half of my subs. I would definitely save the subs. Yeah, I assume they get better because the kids, you know, obviously if you keep doing something, you get better at it. I would hope that they would not stay as bad at acting as they were in the first movie. But yeah, I mean, I think the first movie is like really bad. I think it's like an awful movie. But I'm sure they get better. But I have no strong desire to watch the movies, but maybe I will, because a lot of people actually have suggested that I do that I react to the movies. So maybe I will. Especially Emma Watson, dude. She was so bad in the first movie. Jesus Christ. I feel like she talked the most. I'm Hermione. You're Harry Potter. I do watch a lot of Jon Stewart, now Trevor Noah, and John Oliver. I think John Oliver's show is brilliant. The Daily Show is brilliant too. And it's still good even with Trevor Noah. The problem is I'm not convinced that Trevor Noah cares as much as Jon Stewart did. Like, you can tell that Jon Stewart actually cared, you know? But I think Trevor Noah is just, you know, doing his job and collecting his check. And he's doing a decent job, honestly. But we'll see. You know, he's new, so we'll see how the show evolves. What's up, dude? JMB. Yeah, I've been making a lot of like more serious videos lately, so I wanted to make something a little lighter. So I made my my video about the debate. I tried to make it a little bit funny. I'm gonna try to put out the next video is probably gonna be a Harry Potter video, by the way. I may start working on it like after the stream. Actually, I probably won't. I'll do it tomorrow. And I guess I have to watch another Doctor Who. I may do another Doctor Who. I'm actually surprised so many people watched that video. That's crazy. I'll probably watch midnight because a lot of people suggested midnight. I don't know. I'm sure people will have a problem with that too. People will be like, that you shouldn't have watched that one. You should have watched the one that I like the best. Alright, Xbox, thanks for coming to my stream. Thanks for chatting. The Bugle, it's a podcast, John Oliver. Oh, okay, I've never heard of that. I'm super down to listen to a podcast with John Oliver in it. Did I see a Jersey Devil picture? What Jersey Devil picture? Yeah, I watched Blink. And I liked it. It was quite good. They are fast. Don't look away. Don't even blink. I feel like I would be annoyed trying to watch through the series and having to deal with all of the different doctors, because I feel like I would get attached to one and then be mad when he left. From the GIFs that I've seen on Tumblr, there's that word again. I've seen a bunch of Doctor Who GIFs, as you might imagine, but from the GIFs, I like 9 the best, like the Ninth Doctor. But you know, I don't know. A lot of people seem to like fucking the 10th Doctor. I've not seen Blind Spot or Quantico. I really appreciated the way that the episode Blink handled time travel, because a lot of times when time travel is involved, it gets really sloppy. But I think they took sort of a simplistic approach to it, so they didn't get too sloppy. And you know, whenever there's time travel, you can always come up with some kind of ways that they fucked it up, but it wasn't so conspicuously fucked up that it took me out of it. And I really appreciate that, because a lot of movies take you out of it, or a lot of like movies and shows that deal with time travel, they take you out of it because there's so many like paradoxes and shit that you have to deal with. Alright, Jaden, thanks for coming to the stream. I'm probably going to be getting out of here pretty soon as well. Chat seems to be dying down a little bit, and I'm going to be getting ready to leave anyway soon. And I'm kind of hungry. I just ate like 2 hours ago, but I'm like hungry again, so. I got some tuna salad in the fridge. I might eat that. But I don't know. I'll probably do another Doctor Who video, because I think there's a big demand for it now. Because randomly, like tens of thousands of people just watched my last video out of nowhere. The Bugle with John Oliver and Andy Zaltzman. Okay. Like, I watched Blink and I was like, this is really awesome. And then I watch a YouTube clip or anything featuring the Daleks, and I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Is this the same show? Alright, Ripika? Thanks for coming to the stream, as always. Check me out again near the end of the month. I'll try to let people know in advance. Follow me on Twitter or Facebook if you have it. That'll be the best way to find out. I'm not usually that big into sci-fi shows. I really like Star Trek: The Next Generation, but other than that, I've never really gotten into any like sci-fi shows. All right, Alpha Wolf, thanks for coming to stream. Everybody's fucking leaving now. I guess I'll get ready to go. If anybody has any like final comments or stories or questions, feel free. Other than that, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get out of here then, because it seems like everybody's about done. My goal is, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stream the second Sunday of the month and the last Sunday of the month. So look out for that. I haven't watched Sensei. I don't know. It looked really cool, but then some people, the way people were talking about it, it seems like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it has a good story, but it just seems like very gratuitous sometimes. Just the way people describe it. And I don't know, stuff like that kind of makes me uncomfortable sometimes. Maybe I've never seen it, so I could be wrong. I don't know anything about roller derby. I know zero about it. Is Charlie sub to me? If he is, I didn't know that. I immediately get I immediately become suspicious of shows that have a lot of sex in it, like a whole lot of sex. Like I don't mind sex in a show, and I don't know if it has a whole lot of sex, but people talk about it like it has a whole lot of sex. And having a whole lot of sex doesn't make a show bad, but it just makes me suspicious of how good the show is. Because it gets to a point where it's like comically gratuitous. And I mean, I know people like watching people have sex, like I do too. But if I wanted to watch people have sex, I would just watch porn. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've never seen any of these shows. Like I remember the show Spartacus had like a lot of just random ass sex scenes for no reason. And it was clearly just like exploitation of the sex to get people to watch. The show is decent, but it wasn't good enough to justify it. I don't like when I'm watching something and it's like, okay, time for a sex scene. Like when it's just clearly just thrown in there just so you can have a sex scene. Like if it fits with the plot, then I can deal with it. But it's almost impossible to make a show that has that much sex in it, and every time the sex happens, it's suitable to the plot, you know? But yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'm just being like irrational about it, but that's just what immediately comes to my head. Like, for example, like everyone loves Game of Thrones, which I'm pretty sure has a whole lot of sex in it, but that show is almost unanimously hailed as a great show, even though there's a lot of sex. So maybe maybe it's not really a good correlation to make. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching my stream. As always, I'm going to stream again at the end of the month. I'm going to try to go ahead and go for the 25th, which is the last Sunday of the month, so I can just go start with the Sundays. And we'll try that. If we determine later that Sunday's not the best day, then we'll go for that. We'll figure it out. We'll change it. Anyway, thanks for watching my stream. I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. I'm on Snapchat. Follow me on Instagram. The One Janitor. It's all The One Janitor. There's links in the description of the video for all that. So check me out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.